over the last few decades, schooling has become somehow separate from the application of the knowledge. Education is supposed to be about life. When you separate the education from the environment where it applies, the education is relatively meaningless and becomes schooling.
I can study for a test, I can memorize everything in it, and I can write it down and get an A on it. And they say, okay, good, she understands it. Except, maybe I don't really understand it. You can't really know if you understand it until you apply it.
If a student doesn't have a chance to test out the practical application and the applicability of that data, a real disservice has been done to them. It's such a core component of a real education.
If you read a book about riding a bicycle, you're not immediately confident and ready to ride a bicycle. You're not going to set off across the country on a grand adventure. And that's the Delphian Practical Program, is the action of riding the bike relative to your education.
They learn a lot of information on the Delphi program. They do a lot of studying. There's a wide variety of skills and knowledge that they acquire. And the practical program is where they go out and they're actually using it.
Maybe you're doing a community service project. Maybe you're doing an elective project where you get to choose what you want to do. Going out and applying what you've learned.
Our practical program is designed as a core part of our curriculum, and it's really the area where I had the most fun.
We've tried to take any academic subject that we require and include a practical application of it. So a student does algebra and there's a required algebra project, but it's not defined. It's up to the student to dream. I had one student that figured out how to use algebra to design and make a skateboard. Other students have used algebra to refine a business plan.
In my part of the upper school, students will do 10 projects. And 5 of those are elective, where the student gets to propose them and they can really be on any subject.
I've got kids currently, we're making a go-kart, and the geometry of it and the alignment, just rigging up steering in a go-kart is an incredibly complicated thing. We're just looking to offer students opportunities to get out of the classroom and apply the data in an area that they're interested in, where they can learn something new and produce some sort of a product that's pretty cool.
I recently had a student who was interested in perfumes. She actually went and created her own.
What makes a project is a named final result that's exchangeable. A student might do a planning and organization project. So if they were trying to put together the prom, which the students do every year, the product which is exchangeable would be a successful prom.
And this involved a lot of leadership skills, and it was very stressful, but it was also very rewarding.
It helps students understand, without a doubt, that the acquisition of knowledge is for its application.
For me, success is a completed student project with a real product that they can be very proud of, and that they've learned something important about themselves or the world along the way. We also have, as part of the program, things like career interest projects and apprenticeships. And these are very cool because this is the point in the program where the student is really making it their own.
Over the spring break, I decided to do a sales apprentice project with my father in England, where I went into his office. He ran me through the whole entire sales program, and throughout the day I just kind of learned how to actually make money in his company.
One of the biggest ones that I've done is helping organize a job shadowing program at a nearby hospital. Each month they get to see a different place and they get to experience the different aspects of that department. The students get to see how these careers are and realize, oh, I actually do really want to spend the next 8 years or maybe 15 years of my life studying to become this person. They find that by doing this project because it exposes them to so many careers.
I had another student who, as part of a career interest project, took over social media marketing for a veterinary clinic in the Bay Area.
My career interest is in advertising and public relations, and I created a whole entire social media outline on what they can do to implement social media into their organization.
And she was so successful that she had to write up everything that she'd been doing and actually help to train a replacement for her. Well, we have also a really vibrant culture of community service projects that really get them involved and engaged with the community.
Community service is a required part of the program, I think, because it gives perspective that can't be achieved in any other way.
You give something to a community or to a person, and you also get something out of it. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you created something that you're very proud of.
I love cooking, so I started doing Saturday morning breakfast.
It's a community service shelter where we serve food to hundreds in need in a local church. My work at Saturday morning breakfast improved my communication skills so much.
They get to see the lives that other people are living and the challenges that other people are facing. And they get to see how the tools that they're learning at Delphi can be used to help themselves and others when they face these problems.
The summer internship program is a 7-week-long program that all students at Delphi participate in. And it's basically like you're a camp counselor for the summer camp at school here.
But it's a whole bunch more than that. Because it's a boarding school, it's when they wake up to when they go to sleep. And now I can take the skills that I've learned by doing the internship and apply it to all the other areas of my life.
They have no idea the amount of challenge that they will receive in shepherding 100 younger students through the Delphi program.
I took on a lot of responsibility and I had to push myself, and it was a lot of work, but I really grew from it.
The internship will wrap and they'll go into their senior year. I know that they will be able to go after those senior year goals.
The practical program at Delphian, there's nothing else like this anywhere. All the stuff like that I do at Delphi, I could see myself doing something similar or the exact same thing in the future.
I think it's really good practice for getting into the world.
And I think that's something that's missing from many, many other schools. And it's part of what made Delphi so special to me.
You can see a big difference in people who have done versus who have only read. It's not just knowledge, it's confidence and demonstrated ability that sets you up to pursue the larger goals of life. The imparting of data is not the end goal of the Delphian School. A graduate who has enough education and confidence to set and pursue goals in life is the result we're going for.